Ladies and gentlemen, after a good long-rested weekend, Texas Music Reviews is back and live from the green room at Sawyer Park. So excited to be here with you today. My name's Harley Ray, and I am joined in the green room by...
the one and only Zakk United.
John Loring.
Yeah, man, John Loring's in the building today. We're so happy to have you, man. Today we are reviewing Miss Susan Hickman and her song, Rewind. A beautiful, beautiful song, really articulately spoken through the words and through the experience of somebody who's been working in the scene as a female musician for many years. She does a lot of great things. We're so happy and so excited to be reviewing this song and that she let us do it. But real quick, I got to give a quick shout out to Texas Country Music Association for bringing us on and sponsoring us. Thank you so much. And also to our good friends and family over there at Burke Family Plumbing. If you need good work, go see Burke. They'll get you out of a smelly situation. Thanks for sponsoring the podcast. Let's dive right into it. Zakk, now that you are officially part of the K-Star team, I want to get your opinion first. What did you think? Yeah, I'm putting you on the spot. What did you think, brother?
So right off the rip, I got to say that I've been a fan of Susan's for a long time. She's a sweetheart. She's super passionate about Texas music. She's always there. And I like this song a lot. I thought, and my first thoughts on it were, I want to rewind this song and hear it again, right?
Yeah. Well, that's fitting for the song.
Yeah. I think it's a great hook. It's simplistic, but it's fantastic, right? Like, really good. And I don't know if you knew this, Harley, but did you know that she was the Texas CMA Vocalist of the Year once upon a time?
Really? No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I've recently gotten on with. We've recently came on with TCMA. So.
Yeah, so shout out to our friends over at the Texas Country Music Association. I believe Susan was Vocalist of the Year back in like 2015 or something like that. But
oh, cool. Well, congratulations on that. John, what'd you think of this one, bud?
I loved it. I think the production is awesome. I loved all at the end, the airy kind of spacey reverb sounds. I love that. Susan, I've known Susan for a long time, and she's always had a great voice.
Yeah, dude.
And I think it's a great song.
Dude, it is. Definitely gives me that early 2000s country feel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I feel like I'm listening to Martina almost a little bit. You know what I mean? And like the early Reba stuff has kind of got that really nice with the vocal runs on the rewind and stuff. It just really gives me that kind of like early 2000s, late 90s driving with the windows down on I-45, listening to the radio. You know what I mean? So I really dig it. Excellent work, man. From the composition all the way down to the songwriting and the lyrics. The violins and the strings, I think, were a very nice touch to complement the way that she's kind of moving with her voice in the song, man. It was really well done.
Yeah, and the steel kind of sneaks in there too. It sounded great.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever. I've seen Susan play live a few times, but I don't think I've seen her play live with the steel. But that was a really good touch. It really surprised me listening to that. Yeah, that was awesome, man. Susan, way to freaking knock that one out of the park. You don't happen to know where she got this one recorded, do you?
No, I don't personally.
Does she do her own like recording? I know she's an independent artist.
I know she's recorded quite a few different places.
Yeah. Well, I know from speaking to her not too long ago, and we were discussing, like what song she wanted us to do and everything. And we had her friend Heather Raylene. We recorded one of hers, and we know that they're good friends too.
Yeah.
She was like, "You got to do Rewind," and now I see why. This song speaks to a sense of kind of nostalgia, like of everything in the life of being a musician, just getting the best of you. And really, it's so hard when you're trying to be a musician. You got social media. You've got to make sure you're writing. You've got to make sure you're recording, getting people out to your shows, posting event pages, designing graphics. All of these facets of being a musician really can just swallow you up whole. And it makes you wonder sometimes when you're just so in it, you're just grinding, booking, calling. You kind of just need to hit the pause button. Pause, reflect, look back, and kind of just say, you know what? I just need to get back to the start. I need to rewind. And I love that she really gave me that feeling with this song. So it was excellent.
Yep, 100%.
Excellent.
Yeah, and I think everybody, I mean, you can use that from a musician standpoint or just regular folk life, right? Like everybody needs to stop every once in a while and slow down, rewind, reflect, like you just said.
Yeah. Emotions can get the best of you when you're so caught up, in your day-to-day life. And that's one thing that you have to be mindful of, a musician, because you're pouring your heart out into your music, into your songs. And a lot of times when you're on stage, you're reliving those memories. When you're playing those songs, you're going through that process. I feel like one of my friends said it, like it's like showing your scars to somebody and letting them poke around in them and like see what they could find as well. And with this one, it's it's really like, yeah, let me in my mind. When she says that, I'm like, yeah, oh my God, you get so out of it. And being a family man as well. And John, you're a family man, you know, you got a daughter, Zakk. So like that just, that really hits home with me, man. Susan, she just knows how to write a good song. Like you said in one of our podcasts, just write great songs.
Yeah, I mean, it's simple. You write great songs and...
Well, you know, there's a reason that Susan has been playing and relevant in the area and the scene for so long. And I think you kind of realize why when you listen to that song.
True
right
that.
there.
Yeah, man, absolutely. And John, you've been performing for quite some time in the scene too, man.
Yeah, I sure have.
Dude, I've been watching you and looking up to you before I even made my cut into Conroe, and it's really cool to get you to. We've had so many great guests on the show, and it just keeps getting better, man. So thank you for being here and giving us your opinion on this stuff.
Well, thanks for having me. My opinion doesn't hold much weight, but I appreciate, listening to it anyways.
We're gonna get your songs in here to review one of yours, and that's gonna be fun.
Okay.
We're gonna have to sit you off camera and be like, all right, so listen, John Loring, what are we gonna say about this guy, John? No, but yeah, and so from the composition to the lyrics to the studio quality to just how she brings it on the live performance, it all speaks to her as a person and her experience. But I've never, when I see big charity events going on, I've hardly ever seen something moving or shaking in the community to raise money or support the community without Susan on it.
Right.
You know, and another, there's a handful of people I can mention as well with that. But to me, that's the most important part of doing this. Is like, yeah, we write music for other people and to feel and to experience with them. But it's important to also do good work. And she really does that. And I think that kind of, if you listen to her other music, we encourage you, we're going to drop a link in the description below to Susan Hickman's music. Get down there, check it out. Her Spotify is awesome. All of her social media, she handles herself as well. So if you want to book her for a show, you can get in contact with her there. Also, now that I'm going to go ahead and let you know this, we're shooting in 4K. So click over to our Spotify as well. Give us some love over there. But Susan and the work she does in the community, over the past couple years, I think people that are, like even convicted of crimes and have to serve like 80 hours community service a year or whatever, she's way past that.
Yeah.
So, like she's already doing above and beyond, contributing to society, already putting out so much music. This song's been out for a while and we're just not.
So she's got a few get out of jail free cards, right?
That's where I was building up to. Yeah, I'll wrap it up to that. And if she doesn't, she should for sure.
Yeah, she's been very consistent.
I kind of got a question for you. You've been listening on the radio and working, with female artists and stuff like that over the time. And I would just say, like, if you could, and just a brief summary, I guess, if you could describe what the initial first thoughts are coming out of the gate when you hear Susan for the first time, what your initial first thoughts are coming out of the gate, like as from the radio perspective.
Classic, sultry, and a gentle, warming, compelling voice. Like I want to get closer to the speakers when I hear her sing, right? Like I just want to pull up to the speaker when I hear her sing. I just want to spend as much time with that voice as I can.
It does seem really nice, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Her live performances are really well mixed too. She brings it, especially with her acoustic performances. She puts on one hell of a show.
Yeah, she's definitely one of those people when she's on stage and she starts doing it. People just stop and they're just, the conversation stop. Sometimes you just have to sit there and watch what she's doing. She's super talented. We could say that over and over again, but go see her yourself. She's got a full calendar right now with a bunch of dates on it. So go support Susan. Tell her we said hi.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. But yeah, so from doing all that, being a writer, to what she's saying in this song, it kind of speaks a lot about not just with your personal stuff going on, but your relationships, whatever your passion is, your family, things that can kind of get out of hand, even if it's just like, troubleshooting anything in life. And I think that with the applications of this song, she's heading places. It definitely moves and definitely gives you a feeling of not feeling so alone when you listen to the song. Like, yeah, I understand exactly how you feel. I think everybody's been there, and I need to rewind as well. So, Susan, my hat truly goes off to you on this one. I don't usually ever do that, but yeah, I'll take it. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and watching the Texas Music Reviews this week. go like Susan Hickman. Check out our friends over at TCMA. There's a link in the description below if you want to become a member. Check out all the fun stuff that we do with the award show. And also, we are streaming on the Texas Country Network on your Roku or Fire device. And if you don't want to feel like watching us and seeing our beautiful faces on the 4K screen that we're doing, you can listen on the Odyssey app. That's AUDACY. Check it out. There's all kinds of cool stuff over there, along with Zakk United stuff. So until then, thank you so much, TCMA, Sawyer Park, and Burke Family Plumbing for hooking us up. We'll catch you next week where we're going to be reviewing a Mr. Armitage with his song. So y'all stay tuned, and we'll catch you next week. From everybody at Texas Music Reviews, I'm Harley Ray.
I'm Zakk United.
And I'm John Loring.
And we'll see you out there in the honky tonks.
Yes, sir.
Heard people say